Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing for Monday, the 15th of July. Okay, so the synoptic situation today, if we roll this on to midday, you see we got various low pressure systems moving in towards our south. And the issue we've got is this sort of occlusion that's wrapping around just to the west of us over towards the south of Ireland and into the Atlantic, as well as this warm front, which is just sort of positioned over the channel there. As we move this forward to tonight, those fronts sort of fizzling out, but it looks like the low pressure is moving through. So, of course, we'll have some weather associated with that. I think the worst part of it going through will be later afternoons or 3 p.m. onwards. But we do seem to be getting some effects of it this morning, possibly just where this pokes out. Either way, a little bit of showers this morning by the looks of it. The forecast has improved, however. And then similar later this afternoon. Tomorrow, yeah, interesting looking picture. Low pressure up to the northeast. They've put on here trough lines around. Otherwise, we are clear of fronts in the Lasham area. Moving later into the week, improving. High pressure building on Wednesday. Should be more settled. Might even get a bit more soaring out of it. And Thursday to Friday, looking a little bit more uncertain. You can see there's a lot of activity. High pressure over the continent, but lots of low pressure systems in the Atlantic, and similar picture on Friday, potentially fronts over the top of us. So we'll get what we can out of it today. Winds showing towards the centre of the country, quite slack, 130 at 10 knots. And towards the south coast, significantly stronger, 170 at 35 knots. So that is underneath those fronts. I don't think we're going to see anything that strong today here. Sat pick. Yeah, you can see what looks like the effects of that warm front, just increasing cloud coming in from the south. And then if we look on the rainfall radar, you can see, well, just a lot of showers moving in from the southwest. Some of these quite heavy. The forecast for that, however, has slightly improved. It's kind of showing it tracking more north and just will catch the edge of it. But looking at this yesterday, there was a very large chunk that was definitely going to get us. That's not so much the case now. So looking at this, you would say that actually we're not really going to get any rain this morning until perhaps about midday, and we'll just catch a little bit. It might be a little bit on the optimistic side, but that's what it's showing. A little bit of a gap going into the afternoon, and then potentially showery again from about 3 p.m. onwards. And it looks like by 4 or 5 o'clock, we will see some heavier showers going through. Continuing on to the evening. This sort of weather is quite hard to predict. There might be a gap for the evening. Looking at this, my gut feeling is there probably won't be a very good one. But this will keep changing, and we just need to look at it throughout the day. Public forecast then has changed again, showing some showers this morning, but a relatively low chance. And then more showers into the afternoon, heavy from about 4 p.m. onwards. And it's showing it to be rainy until about 8 or 9 o'clock. Wind varying around, but generally from the east to the southeast, we should be able to stick it out on the 09 all day. Gusts increasing around mid-afternoon at up to 20 knots, so be careful with that. And veering around more to the south. So if we are still flying later into the afternoon, we may have to think about changing runways, but to be honest, I think we'll be finished by then. Okay, top temperatures in our area, about 15, 16 degrees, much warmer up to the north today. You can see up here 19s, 20s, 21s. Dew points, about 14, so, well, that's quite a small split, really. It's a couple of degrees. Up to the north, drier, so really it's a day to be further north. That's a view outside 10 minutes ago. Let's just give it a refresh. Hasn't changed too much. All quite high cloud at the moment, not a lot going on. Currently just over 14 degrees, dew points of 12. Odium's forecast, currently reporting 6 knots from the east, scattered at 4,500 feet, broken at 9,500, that's fine. Their forecast from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. is rain, with another temporary between 1 and 4 of scattered at 1,800. Another one here, Prop 40 from 3 till 7 of low cloud and QNIMS, which I think is a bit pessimistic, but we could see some of those. Heavy rain. Another tempo from 4 till 7, scattered at 1,200, and another Prop 40 for 5 p.m. onwards of low cloud again. So, well, with a TAF that long, really they don't know what's going to happen, but it generally sounds like it's not the nicest of days. Worse into the afternoon, later into the afternoon. Okay, if we just have a quick look at the potential flood distance on top Meteo, just you can see much better up to the north, sort of north of, well, Birmingham and Cambridge, really. Down here, absolutely nothing to be had in terms of soaring potential. Significant weather, it's a bit more pessimistic on top Meteo. It's showing 10 a.m. this band of showers moving in. And once it has come through, it's showing it to be sticking here all day with some heavier showers, potentially some breaks in the rain, but then some reasonably low cloud. I'm hoping this is a model that just hasn't updated in a while, and it's being a bit pessimistic, but we'll find out today. No TAMs, no one's going to go anywhere, so yeah, nothing that's really going to bother us in the circuit. Okay, operationally, we'll set up on 09, so launch point in the normal position. The cables will probably be offset, so running down the right-hand side as you look forward of the gliders. We'll probably put the winch down here, may start up here somewhere, but assume it's going to be offset to an extent, something like this. And we'll probably still need a little bit of correction to the right on the winch launches, please. Any aerotows, if we do them, will be off the northern side of the runway as normal, and all landings in the direction of 09 on the grass. Okay, we've got all 5 K21s today. If you're watching this and you're not booked in, please turn up. We've got instructors free and loads and loads of gliders free. 2 K13s, 2 baby grobs, and all 3 discuses. A handful of movements today, but they're all light aircraft movements. So an arrival at 10, then a departure at 3, an arrival at 4, and another departure at 5. If we could please make sure we're just parking gliders or generally anything on the runway south of the centre line. So effectively in this red area here, leaving a gap for the aircraft to taxi past on the northern edge of the runway. And then it won't actually bother us. It'll just land over top of the launch point and taxi back. So parking gliders on the south edge of the runway, south of the centre line, and then we'll have to keep moving them around. And the simulator is serviceable, which I'm sure that will come into use today. Okay, we'll get what we can out today. I'll go and see who's in the clubhouse. We'll potentially head out soon, or we might wait for the rain to go through first. We'll play it by ear. See you out there. Bye for now.